Okay. Now I know that I don't sit there and talk about everything like right away, like go by a script. I don't. So what I'm letting you all know is that if for some reason you're trying to find euthanasia, and it's not recommended for the cocaine people, that's for marijuana people. And as far as trying to get your health back, I'm not telling you to follow my steps, but for those people that have been shut down, pushed out of the system, or can't get proper health care because they don't have the money, those were emergency purposes. Um, and for people that were injured, the iodized salt through for water purposes, bad water purposes, that is, whether they got into like swamps, rivers, lakes, nasty swimming pool water, stuff like that. That will help if you aren't able to get to a doctor right away. Whether you soak in it or flush with it. But I have put the information out. It's mainly on Facebook, but of course somebody was they stole my computer, so they had access to my passcodes and stuff because it was kind of like what save your password type thing on there. So it pretty much automatically opened up. So somebody was trying to beat me down by erasing a lot of stuff. But the stuff that's on there, I hope it helps you. It has helped me, but like I said, that's emergency purposes. So even when you're in jail or whatever like that, um, for like ringworms, lesions, or something like that, and it's in a bad place, save your salt because it's iodized salt. It will help you out. They always try to tell you to stay away from salt. Yes, it's going to make you blow up. Yes, it's going to make you fat a little bit. That means exercise. Get it out of your body. Get it out of your system. Um, but I also do the Epsom salt flush, which is anywhere from, if you're doing like a mild one, in water. And I know it tastes nasty, but when you use it with Hawaiian Punch, High C, or Kool-Aid mixtures, because of the sugar, it takes a lot longer to work. If you actually use it with 4 teaspoons with regular water, you notice it usually within like 20 to 40 minutes, maybe an hour at the longest, depending on how big your intestines are and how much weight you have on you. But and with the liquid blood thinner for like bacterial infections and stuff like that, people have used that, or they've either done an Epsom salt bleach water bath, which is a half a cup of bleach water, half a cup of bleach, and a full tub of water, and they mix it around there, and they put a cup of Epsom salt in there. Some people use 2 cups of Epsom salt, but I figure since I do the flush anyways and soaking in it for about an hour in hot water, I don't use 2. But it'll help. Now the iodized salt is what will make you get fatter. The Epsom salt kind of helps you to lose weight. But at the same time, if you've been in, like for my daughter, for instance, I was pregnant with twins, like I told you all before. My son was killed in my womb at a month and a day before he was supposed to be born. Well, actually, they should have been born on the 16th of October. So he was killed September 19th, 2011, and she was born on October the 20th, 2011. So, with that being said, because I was doing the Epsom salt flushes, that was kind of in my placenta sac. So it helped to kind of preserve the body a little bit so it didn't cause as much damage as it possibly could have to her or to me. And that's one of the things that probably kind of kept me a little bit more healthy than what I should be. So I have to thank myself for doing what I was doing. Also, my vitamin regimen that I was using was vitamin B6, vitamin B12, I was taking both of them, the royal jelly, the vitamin E, the vitamin C, and the multivitamin. And I started taking that prior to me getting pregnant. So, yeah, I had, between taking those vitamins, because I started taking them probably about 3-4 months before I actually got pregnant. And then once I was like, forget it, I'm about to start exercising, I got the Ab Circle Pro, and within a 2-week period before I actually got pregnant, 2 weeks before I got pregnant, I lost like between 10 and 15 pounds, somewhere around there. I want to say more like 13 to 15 pounds. And then of course I got pregnant, so everybody just thought I had a big gut. I mean, I did have a big gut because I was 230 pounds. I am back over 200. I'm at 202.1. I'm like, because I had returned, I was at 194. So I figure I didn't gain the weight till after I did the iodized salt. I'd only had like 2 pounds from 194. And after the iodized salt bath soaking, I gained some more weight. So I'm about to start exercising again, sweat this stuff out, and soak my butt in the tub before. But of course, if you're dirty, take a shower first, wash out the tub, and then run some water and soak in the tub. But otherwise, if you're not dirty, then soak in the tub and take your shower afterwards. Either or. Sometimes you end up taking 2 showers, one before and take your bath, and then one after. So, but either way it goes. Plus, it also helps to loosen up some of the old skin that needs to come off your body, because we usually shed skin like every 21 days anyways. Not all together, but it just helps to get that and renew your skin. So, it does work. It does work. I just wonder. And when you do that, don't just sit up in the tub and don't think you don't have to dip your face in the water. You got to put your face in the water. So usually I'm like in the, as close as I possibly can be, in a fetal position in the tub without bumping my knees up against the wall and everything, and laying my head in there. And then sometimes I have to scoot down and put my feet up against the wall, so I can just have the rest of my body soaking in there with my head in the water. And then I open up my eyes sometimes and I look, and it looks like I'm looking through beer goggles or something, but I do it. But that's not recommended on a regular basis. That's just, every now and then, maybe once every 6 months or so. But for people that are probably trying to heal themselves, that were sick, whatever, they can do that. Especially like with the ringworms, or some people call them lesions. Some people call them herpes. The thing about that is, some of the medicines on the shelf at the store, like I told you all before, the Lamisil foot cream, the jock itch creams, are for fungus. And supposedly ringworm is a vegetable fungus, a vegetative fungus. So, with that being said, the Lamisil foot cream does work. So you can either take care of your problems at home privately, or go to a doctor and do what you need to do. But the thing is, when you find out that you have herpes, and you go and report it to the doctor, and your partner doesn't report it, then you pretty much know what that person probably did. They used a jock itch cream or a foot cream on their private parts and kept on moving. Or as they say, keep it moving, because they're just being hateful. That is the hell and damnation in your life. So if you still want to keep receiving that, that's what you do. If you don't. But the hepatitis B shot, for medical purposes, medical field, is what you need. Hepatitis A, that's not really for you. You don't want that. What is it? The acyclovir. But the acyclovir helps you to heal. The only thing is, it's best to take the acyclovir at least about a week or so after receiving your hepatitis B shots. Now, depending on how bad off you are, the hepatitis B shots can be in series, which mainly they are. It's not just a one-shot deal. It's usually 3 shots. You have one, the first injection, then one a month later, and then one 6 months later. And that is to just try and ensure that you're getting that stuff out of your body. But, and of course, for the genital warts, if they had just came into contact with it, or mouth warts, whatever, because some people's tongues are just like extra white, they use the, decolorized iodine and the betadine. Betadine will help stop it, but then if they use the liquid blood thinner, which is 1 teaspoon of bleach in a gallon of water, that's supposed to pretty much like freeze the growth of it along with that other stuff. But that's not recommended for a repeated thing on a regular basis. That's like a one-time thing, and sit your butt still and try and find out if somebody really loves you and wants to really be with you and marry you. Look at me talking. But that is why I typed it up as a women's veteran war on the economy, because I found out more things in the medical field that were biohazardous wars. That is pretty much what that was. So that's how I had to put it, that's how I typed it up, and that's how it is. And that's my words, and that's what I'm sticking to. Have a nice day. Good night.